class. So today class is about the next stage. We have discussed the minimum viable product, test marketing, then even the prototype. What is the prototype we have discussed? Now we are moving towards the next stage. Once you identify the product, how it looks like, all this, if it is over, the next stage, you have to market. So in case of marketing, the product either prepared by you or manufactured by you or your service, especially in case of life science student, journalism student, it is equivalent to a service. Service in the sense not free. Journalism student might have taken a nice video, nice clipping about some of the news. They are ready to sell that news to some of the telecasting industries. Microbiology, biotechnology students, they may decide to market their lab. They may create a nice lab, biotechnology lab, maybe testing the COVID or like that. Or psychology students, you might have created a nice clinical psychology lab. Now you decide to market. Computer science, you have created a nice app. How to market that one? That is the question. So today we are going to discuss in broad way, we can say that we are going to discuss the market analytics. Instead of analysis, I am telling analytics because nowadays everything depends upon the analytics only. Even if you are going to market your lab, you have created a nice microbiology lab and you are going to attract the patients. Be clear, attract the patients. So what you will do, which lab you will start, where you have to start, how the patients will come, that is the question mark. Whether you are able to satisfy the patients, because it is very tough. Patients may demand, you have tested my blood, what is the blood group, whether any fault in our blood. They assume yourself as the doctor and ask question. So these are the number of problems we are facing. Even in psychology students, they should be very, very careful with regarding to the patients. Because they may ask anything, they may go to any extreme stages. Journalism students also. When you created a nice news clipping, suddenly it may create a controversy. If it creates a controversy, what is your position? In my view, if your news clippings create a nice controversy, you are very good. You have been marketed by yourself nicely. Next time you will get very good income. That is in case of journalism. In case of your app development, it is very tough because number of persons are now developing the app. So how you will find out the market for your app? And today also we have circulated to some of our students how you can create a nice app for Bangalore Airport. I hope some of you have received that one. How we can develop a service app for a Bangalore Airport? They are going to organize a very big hackathon. They estimated that the traffic in the Bangalore, especially the airport, is increasing. Passengers find very difficult to get into the airport, especially during the holidays. You can see during the Sunday evening or beginning of the holidays, especially now the Christmas holidays are going to come, maybe on 23rd or 24th. You can see the Bangalore airport during morning, very tough time. So they are asking, I think they are going to organize a very big hackathon for that purpose. See that one, it is not an easiest one. But you have to use your common sense, simple thing. If you are having common sense, you can throw any nonsense out and you will be the winner. Same thing. In case of marketing your product, how far you can easily use your common sense, that we are going to discuss nicely today. So after discussion, you are able to clearly know how we can estimate the demand. Okay. So here is a very nice example of that one, what I shared yesterday. The OPEC countries. OPEC means Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries. These countries only control the petroleum prices. Every day in case of Bangalore, we are saying the petrol prices are increasing, but now after the Diwali holidays, it is decreasing. Why it is increasing and decreasing? What is the demand? The demand for petroleum is ever. Without petrol, we can't survive. That is the situation now. Even though the electric cars have been introduced nicely, I am seeing today 2 of our students are coming in electric car. Very nice. And most of the students now try to come by cycles and two-wheelers also, electric two-wheelers. In the two-wheeler shed, I noticed more than 10 two-wheelers, and in car shed, I noticed 2 cars also. Electric vehicle, nice. So you can see, even then the petroleum exporting countries, they estimated. Hereafter, in case of India, the petrol consumption won't increase. See that one, because during the COVID wave, they closed most of the railways. Small passenger trains, they are not even running now. The trains are not running, and the lockdown has been imposed because of that heavy loss for the petroleum industries, because roads, everything was very clean. Still, I remember in Bangalore, no traffic, nothing during the first wave, even in the second wave. Throughout India, they announced the first wave. So by that time, even we were able to see the clear Himalayan mountain region. So after that, the OPEC countries, OPEC means this Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, they increased the supply. But now what they are saying, the demand is not up to their expectation. So what they mentioned, they are not ready to open more oil refineries. See that one, that is the estimation. Based upon the demand only, these people are estimating the supply. See that one, how the globe is moving on, the world petroleum production is going on. That is important. First, they estimate the demand, which country the demand is going. You can see in the last line, they mentioned that especially China and India, the demand is not moving up according to their expectation. That means that they expected that after the COVID wave, the demand for petrol may increase, but unfortunately, in case of India, it is not going back till 2019 mark. The reason still, in case of India, even the public transport system is not fully functionally operational, including the major railways. See that one, that is the reason. So, but what they are doing, they are estimating. Based upon the demand only, the supply, they are estimating. They wish to balance between the demand and supply, how to dance between this demand and supply. So, in any area, we have to estimate clearly our demand. If you fail to do so, we can't market. Be clear. Without demand, we can't manufacture. Now it is the COVID pandemic time. Of course, it decreased. If you are creating a nice microbiology lab for testing the COVID, it will be successful one because the demand is high. Even now, I think some of our faculty are returned from Kerala, and as per the government rule, they are demanding the negative certificate. Even if you are traveling from Maharashtra and entering into Karnataka, they are demanding the certificate. So this is the time for demand. Now, let us assume that we invented a nice medicine for COVID, and if within 3 months the COVID has been eradicated, let us assume in a positive manner there is no COVID and government decided to eradicate the COVID. What about the functioning of the labs? See that one. Immediately, if you are running a lab, you are able to change your practice. That is important. Especially these problems will be faced by the people, those who are running the lab. Even in case of psychology, I already told you. Now, the psychologist requirements are more. I think our psychology students will get very good placement. Still, I remember today also, we have received one nice thing. Students counseling centers in different schools. Still, the school kids are not ready to come and sit in the schools. Now only the schools recognize the need for psychology. See that one. And most of the schools, they are asking us in the placement division. See that one, how it has changed. Now there is a huge demand, but we can't expect the same thing in future. So if you want to set up a nice lab, you must know what will be the demand. Here is a very good example of the country. Okay. So why you used to estimate the demand? Very important thing, that is for fixing the price. Without fixing the price, you can't sell. Dear students, that is very important thing. You have set the price. You developed a nice app. I think our Gibson is there. Gibson may develop a nice app in future. So what is the price Gibson can fix? That is the thing, very important thing. Most of the entrepreneurs fail because they are finding very difficult to fix the price. Only if they estimate the demand, they can fix the price. Now this is a rainy season, so huge demand for Swiggy and Zomato. So the restaurants owners are moving towards Swiggy and Zomato. Because of the rainy season, the people are not ready to come. So by this time, if Gibson is creating a new app, it will move in the market with a nice demand. But at the same time, during the summer season, the app for supplying the food from the food restaurants, it won't move. Because people used to come out of the home and they used to enjoy nice dinner in big restaurants. See that one. That is the demand which can fix the price. If the demand is high, fix the price high. I think once our Tenzin, I don't know whether the Tenzin is here or not. Tenzin once clearly remarked, there is only one product, two persons are demanding. What you will do? I think Tenzin clearly remarked, I will go for the auction sales. Who is ready to give more price? I will sell. Same thing, that is the business. Dear students, be clear. If the demand is more, you can fix the price high. Of course, there are laws. Laws won't ask about that one. Court won't fix the price. It is you to decide. I already told one of our students who studied psychology, now he is in Mysore. You can see Now he is very busiest person in Mysore. The reason he is having a good demand. Demand in the sense, most of the schools, they are calling them and give the training to their own faculty as well as the kids. How to get rid of this COVID pandemic inside the campus, in schools. He is in need of demand. And his batchmate also studied psychology, but his batchmate is not having good demand. See that one. 2 students completed 4 years, I think 4 years back, I forgot. I think your madam knows clearly. But his classmate I met 3 days back, he is telling, sir, I am not getting demand, he is getting the demand because he branded well. He went to 3 or 4 schools, gave counseling, and his business was very successful. Another student, he went for industry as a clinical psychologist, but the counseling work is limited. See that one. It is the demand which decides the price. But the supply is more, then we have to reduce the price. That is another problem. So dear students, so whatever the business you are going to engage in future, you must know what will be the demand. In economics, don't worry, this is only for understanding I am telling. Usually if you ask the economist what they will tell, that is, if you are asking that question to the MA economics students, what they will tell, the price is located at the middle. What they will tell, the supply may increase, and if the demand is decreasing, then whatever it may be, the place where demand and supply is meeting, you can fix the price. In this example, just for your understanding, here the quantity is increasing, here it is the price. The price of the product will be here in the fixed middle. What is the price here? If it is 200 rupees, the price will be 200, because usually the supply tends to increase and demand tends to decrease. In such case, price will be high. So usually the price are fixed upon that one. That is why we need the market analysis. So once you identify the product is minimum viable product and you have created a nice prototype and the design is working well now, your prototype is good, you have developed a nice lab and interior, everything is very good. Still, I asked some of the students who are now working in different organizations, they used to create a nice ambience. So now you have to market your service. If you are engaging in the lab, you have to market. Patients should come or customers should come. You need sales. So what you can do? You will go for market analysis. Simply, it includes the demand forecasting. See that one. Market analysis is very important. We have studied the market feasibility. It starts from the right-hand side. That is estimating the market share. That means who will come to our business? Who are all our indirectly the customers? Which segment will come? Now psychology students are targeting the school kids. They are not targeting the college kids. Okay, college students. Because the college students are matured enough. So the market for the counseling psychology people, it lies with the school. They have to find out what is the present thing happen. Something is happening, then only we need psychologist. Even during the exam time, there's a huge demand for psychologist. When we face some of the problems, then only the app development is needed. Otherwise, we need not worry. When we are having the shortage, when the disease is spreading, you can see if the next COVID wave comes, we need more lab. That is the market share. Likewise, you have to know who are all the competitors. You might have seen the Jio versus Airtel. Severe competition is going on. But still, I have not benefited because of this competition. Even though I am having one Airtel and one Jio. But every others are saying that you can't benefit because of the Jio versus Airtel one. If there is a more competition, the price will be definitely less. We can't fix more price. The customer won't turn to your side. But it never means that you have to fix a price less than the cost. Our Tensor may run a very good biotechnology lab. So what? He will fix the price. He knows what is his overall his competitor. Today also we are going to discuss Thyrocare may be the competitor for the Tensor. So what Tensor will do, he will go through how the Thyrocare is fixing the price. Our Tensor will fix at least 1 rupee less than the Thyrocare. Then only Tensor market will move. App development is also like that. You can develop an app, but same app might have been developed by somebody. How he is fixing in the Google store. You may market through the Google store. That is the market analysis. First, you know some of the products, no competitor, you are free. You can fix any price. Only thing the customers are ready to pay. Then the market segment. We used to call it as group of people. You know the Jio versus Airtel. Even though it is somewhat interesting, whether it is true or not. Once I called our students, the MBA students, we all went to one rural program, that is rural exposure program, to one village. In that village, we asked, because as per the rule, we have to take a survey. I think most of you know, village immersion program is essential in our college. We are doing very nicely. When we entered into the village, we used to survey what are all the infrastructure needed for the village development. The students interacted with the people in village. I'm surprised to see one thing. They are all having only Jio SIM. So we asked, who is developing your village in IT sector? They simply told, it is Jio. I can't first understand why these people are saying, everybody is saying that we are able to develop because of Jio. One buddy taken his mobile phone and told it's Jio. Okay, then we understand why you are saying Jio. Because you know, Jio only cover our village. They are charging less price. Other thing, even the government thing, if you are going for government cell phone, that they are meaning that BSNL phone. Okay? They will charge more. Then the Airtel, why you can't have a Airtel? They are telling Airtel is for urban people and richmond people. Jio is for rural people and poor people. You can see how they created a nice segment. A market for Jio in rural place where there is no market for Airtel in such a place. That is the market segment. We were surprised. They are simply telling Jio only, Jio. Even they are telling you how you will tell using Jio. See that one, that is the market segment. These people created like that. You have to know the market segment. Anywhere, whatever the product, whatever the app, whatever the services you are providing, You must know what type of segment of people you are going to target, because they have to buy. The price is fixed upon that one. So I don't know what is the original thing. I have to meet at least Ambani's brothers to ask this question. Rural people prefer Jio, where in urban people they used to prefer Airtel. That was their response. But I told, I am having phone both things. One is Airtel, one is Jio. I told. They are simply seeking. You are in Bangalore, you are using Airtel. I told, no, I am using Jio also. Students used to communicate in my Jio phone. See that one. These people are clearly mentioned. Okay, you are going to some rural village frequently. That is why you are having Jio. See how the people understand the segments. Then the customer mix, same thing. Competition, market size, how much people are ready to spend. Told you 2 weeks back, I think, I went to that Lulu Global Mall in Rajajinagar in Bangalore. See that one. I thought that this segment is for those who are going to spend more. I already told my wife, they are going there, don't buy more things. The product will be very costly. Once we enter into the store, we can see more offers. It tends to buy something. When we entered in the hypermarket in the ground floor, by seeing all these things, we can buy this thing, this thing, this thing, like that. See that one, how the people identify the spending group. Even though we first itself, we decided don't buy anything. We will have a window buying. Window buying means going there and seeing that, then we have to come. And of course, we will have some snacks. That's all. But see that one, how these people created and identified the spending group. When we entered into the Lulu Mall fashion, immediately they are showing the price, discount, everything. Suddenly it is still to buy. See that one, that is the spending group identification. I don't know how these people identify what are my requirements. When I come out of, I am seeing the bill of the Reliance and in case of Lulu Mart, my credit card says that you have spent around 8,000 rupees on the particular day. See that one. How the people identify. That is the marketing. You have to do. Then I told you can see our credit card shows that you spent around 8,000 rupees in Lulu Mall. He decided not to spend anything, but after returning, that is how these people identify the spending strategy of the customer. Dear students, that is very important. Once we enter, it shows very less discount. That's make them to buy. Your price should be in such a manner that you are able to do. Whether it is the app development or lab, anything. By seeing the app, Gibson developed a nice app, means somebody is seeing the Gibson app. Oh, this app is nice. Why can't we can use this app? I am ready to have one more app for my purpose. So Gibson may tell, don't worry. It is available in Google Play Store. You have to pay 1,000 rupees and download. I think our computer science students may know, I think 3 apps of our MCA students are available in Google Play Store now. They develop nicely. So it depends upon the spending analysis. These are all the things you must know in case of the market analysis. Here is a simple example of one of the organization. That is Anita Campbell. She is a very good entrepreneur. She started her business in 2003. I think some of you know she is once upon a time even the designer for Lens Trends. Then she moved on to the UB City. I think some of you visited the UB City Mall in Bangalore. So she was a nice designer. Then what she did, every time she used to predict. Of course, she is an individual entrepreneur. She used to design. First in 2003, she created along with the Reliance Trends. Then in 2007, she moved to the UB City. And you can see when she moved to the UB City with the premium customers, she used to hyperly engage the community of the entrepreneurs. Hyper engagement. I think some of you visited the UB City. She created a nice trend with other customers, the high-end customers. What it happened, her business started big. Then what she did, she charged high price. UB City itself, you are entering, even if you want to have an ordinary tea, you have to pay, I think, 150 rupees. Your UB City Mall. See that one. She earned like that. Then she used to accrue the best sugar. Then it's 1 million visitors. Once again, she changed the price. Then she used to create a nice content analysis. And now she is doing app along with the design. She is simply sitting inside the home. Everywhere she developed the market. Why the story? In each and everything, when she worked in different organizations, she created the customers. When she moved out of that organization, she is able to retain the same customers. Now she is simply inside the home and doing. Let us see what are all the different types of demand estimation techniques. Of course, in conceptual level, you must know what are all the different types of demand estimation. Usually, the traditional method is seeing the market reports. Whatever your business, there are market reports available in online nowadays. Government market reports are there. Even the global companies like trademark.com, Alibaba.com, IndiaTrademark.com, they are creating a nice reports. That is market reports of that one. And most probably these people are using that one. Yes, some issues. See that one, that is the market reports. The first method of demand estimation, very older method, is opinion. Opinion in this case, within the organization, they will ask, what will be our demand? That is the very old method. But nowadays, nobody is following, because if you are running the business, you can't estimate the demand. That is the biggest mistake most of them are doing. You yourself estimate. You may not know what is happening outside. Gibson created a nice app, but demand should not be estimated by Gibson, because Gibson has to ask from others. But first method is Gibson himself identified his friends and he will go for judgment and estimate what will be the demand. That is the executive opinion method. Later on, this method has changed into a traditional method, because there are more mistakes in judgment. Some of them say that within your organization, there's a good growth for our product. One person may say, no, there is no demand. Another person say that only few people are ready to buy. So that is the failure of that method. You can't ask inside. But some cases, you people will know. In case of if you are running a restaurant or if you are running a cloth center, the people inside the organization. No. For them, this executive development or executive method of estimating the demand is good. If you are running a cloth center, the sales representative only know what is the demand because he see different customers. In restaurant, the waiter knows what is the requirement, what will be the demand, but the boss never knows. The problem here is the boss only estimate without asking any question from the waiter. Even in case of big cloth centers, they will estimate the demand without asking any question from the sales representative. That is the failure in most of the business. Because the boss is having self-ego. They assume that they are the big persons. Oh, I am able to fix the demand. See that one. That is the biggest mistake in case of entrepreneurs they are doing. Go out what others are thinking about your product. Based upon that, fix the demand. Never assume. If you are creating a nice lab, never estimate you. You people should not estimate the demand. You have to ask outsiders. They only know who is this person, who is Tenzin. Tenzin is creating a nice bioclinical lab. Means who will know? Outsiders must know. Then only your demand estimation will be good. The next method is Delphi technique. Here the third person will tell what will be the demand. But this is good only if their product is outstanding. There are a number of methods. Another method, the survey of buyer's intention. Very good. This is done by Amazon. You can see either in Amazon or Flipkart, in online marketing, you can see there, if you like a product, you can create in your wish list. Then only you will move on to the cart. That is why, that is based upon the wish list created in Amazon. The Amazon people used to estimate what is the demand. If you want to sell a product in Amazon, you can market. But how the Amazon will estimate, is there any good demand? Anybody visited that website and put your product in the wish list. If your product is in wish list, it means that you are able to sell. That is called the survey of business method. Okay? This method is usually followed in digital marketing. Usually, this is the customer-focused method. That is why I differentiated in this chart. Old method is salesperson will tell. Now, new method is you can ask the customers who is using the product at the end. That is called the end-use method. Because end-use method will be successful in industrial manufacturing product. Most of the product is not used by the layman. It is used by industries. In such case also, you have to ask who is going to use the finally. That is why we have to follow marketing analytics. Analytics includes the awareness, market share. Based upon these type of marketing metrics only they will fix. Of course, just only for knowledge sake I am telling, but you need not give importance for that one. You must know what are all the different types of demand estimating techniques. Another one is Salesforce opinion model. The speed of the sales, how the sales is going up or going down, whether it is going slow or whether it is moving up. Based upon the speed of the sales, we have to estimate. This method is good in case of chemical industries, not in any other industries. Another method here we used to find out based upon the customer segments. Who are the innovators? Innovators means you, the people. You will immediately, if a new phone is introduced, you will immediately see and find out. Early adopters means it takes more time. They will go through the product. Finally, they will accept. Then early majority. These people, if a new product is coming, it takes more time. Late majority, only somebody used, and if it is a successful one, they will use. Laggards means they won't change. You have to see this segment, whether what type of people you are seeing, whether the customers are innovators, early adopters, or early majority, or late majority, or laggards. Usually students are considered as innovators and early adopters. That is why if you target the students, you can easily get through. Early majority like me, I won't accept new product immediately. I will see whether anybody purchase, then only I will buy. I am unable to even change. That is the early majority. Late majority means they will see the usage of product. Only after 1 or 2 years they will go. Laggards means they won't change. So based upon that only you can fix your market condition. What type of customers you are focusing. That is also then the expert opinion method. You can ask your dealers. Dealers are the good person to judge about your product. That is the another method. Next is good sales pitch example. Sales pitch means based upon the promotion. If your promotion is good and people are ready to see, then your sales pitch is good. Your demand will increase. Especially cinema, this is possible. Cinema, before introduction, they will have a nice sales pitch. The trailer will come. Then short video will come. Everything will come differently to attract the people. By the time they know what is the demand for the cinema. That is very good example in case of. Then market testing, we have already studied in test marketing. We can send to the market how far the people are ready to accept. That is the test marketing. Usually, in case of test marketing, you should be very careful. Because some of them may buy the sample, they won't buy a new product. It is common. Wherever you are going, you can see in Bangalore, in any mall on Sunday, they will introduce a new product. When you are going to Phoenix Market City in Whitefield, usually Sunday, when you are entering, they will give one sample for eating. Sir, take the sample, sir. Once the sample will be very good, but if you are ready to buy, the product will be costly. So test marketing, you should be very careful in test marketing. Whether people are ready to buy your product. Then the time series, statistical people. In case of statistics, they will estimate with the help of past sales. You can see they used forecast with a regression method. I think some of you have studied in research. Estimating based upon the past. They won't consider the sentiments of the people. They won't consider the judgment of the people. Based upon the past sales, they used to estimate. That is called the trend identification. Let us see a simple example for 1 minute. How a person identified the demand. It's a very interesting story. I also met this person personally. Of course, now he has sold the Thyrocare to someone else. This person is called Velmani. He is from Tamil Nadu. In Tamil Nadu, he was born in small village near Coimbatore. He frequently visits Bangalore. Once we called to our department. Even I think in life science department also he visited. He organized one seminar for our life science students. Not now, 3 years back. He is a very good friend of our science dean Jude sir. He visited our campus. As an MBA students, they asked the nice question. Sir, you are running a nice Thyrocare lab. How you will fix the price? How you are moving directly to online? Usually product only we are having online, but Thyrocare moves on to online. These people will come to your home. They will take the blood sample. they will send to some of the lab and test. How you are moving towards this type of thing, they asked. What motivated? His answer was very simple. I have not gone through anything. I have studied only the market report from different sources. It planned. It makes me to motivate into the field called ThyroCare. Why can't we can take a sample from the home and test? Most of the science labs are free. They are not attracting the patients, but why can't we can use that lab facilities? It was his aim. Of course, you can see his background. He was from some area, Padur in Tamil Nadu, and he worked in Bhabha Atomic Research Center in Mumbai. He completed his thyroid biochemistry. He received 1 lakh rupees as Provident Fund. With that amount, he established that unit. Now it is having more units. There is 1,122 outlets, India, Bangladesh, Nepal, even in Middle East. You can see his method of estimation is very nice. He estimated with the help of the market simulation, where more patients are there. He used to identify with the help of market reports only. That is how he identified. Based upon the demand, he fixed the price. This was the price fixed by him. He mentioned Arogyam 1.1. This was the price fixed for his product by him. All are based upon the demand. You can see here, notice down the microbiology testing market. What is the market report says? He gone through the clinical microbiology market. Based upon his answer, I searched and find out. All the reports are nowadays available. Life science companies who are ready to engage in the COVID, these reports are now available. And based upon that, you can easily estimate the demand. So dear students, based upon this discussion, you must know how you can estimate the demand, how to fix the price for your product when you are coming to the market. These things you must know. How you can do, there are different methods. But in first case, you can go for estimating with the help of the market reports and Delphi technique. Ask outsiders. They will tell about which price they are ready to buy. That is the present trend in fixing the price of your product. With this, we will conclude today's class, and next class we will move on to the new concept in the last unit. Okay? Thank you, students. I am closing the class.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.